We're back, people.
We're back. I swear I suck at technology.
I don't fucking know how you don't lose your phone.
That's actually one thing I'm good at. I'm gonna knock on wood because oh god, if this started happening to me, I don't know. Oh, fuck. I lose things, but if I was the person who lost my phone, it would be in another country. I would be on a plane and I will not have my phone. But oh my god, I'm not.
No, don't say that.
I'm not the type of person who loses my phone.
Yeah, and I was like you, and then I started losing my phone, so I had to buy a cover with a string on it.
I have one of those, but I got it for when I went to Barcelona because I was scared someone was going to try to grab it out of my hand.
Yeah, you every time you travel, you scare yourself with, like, the worst
I do, because
shit.
my parents are like, be careful here, be careful there. And
yes, of course, but then you go reading.
So much true crime.
You don't watch as much as true crime I do.
Yeah, that's true. But I do watch a lot of true crime. It's just my anxiety.
No, but I think I told you this before, but we have this weird thing, this myth in Italy, and I think also in other countries, but I know it just from Italy for obvious reasons. But when you're little, your parents and everyone scares the shit out of you out of white vans. If you see a white van, you stay away from it.
Oh yeah, a white van.
You stay away from it because they're gonna kidnap you and they're gonna sell your organs. Yeah. That's what they told me when I was 5. Yeah, and my mom every time, don't accept candy from strangers.
Yeah,
but I like candy.
Who's out here giving out candy? Actually, I gave you candy at the TMS the other night. The TMS was giving out candy the other night.
Yeah, but oh, that one might explain a lot of things that happened on Tuesday night that we are not allowed to say for legal reasons. So every time I fucking see a white van here,
and there's a lot of them.
Yeah, I fucking
like every delivery van here is white.
Yeah, but
except for DHL, but like that's
no, but everything also yellow. Like vans for work or whatever. Every time I see them, funny thing is that since I've been angry with you, I just start calling things with the way you call them.
Beer cock, free cock.
Beer cock, free cock. Munchfeld.
Shitstrasse. Munchfeld. How do you say it?
In German. Munkfeld.
Munkfeld.
You're not a fucking... It's Then we have...
Munkfeld? With a, like a...
Munchfeld.
Munchfeld.
Yeah, with a k. It's M-O with umlaut. C-K or H, I don't know. Fucking remember. Munchfeld. I have to search it up. Munchfeld.
Munchfeld.
Why do you say U? It's
Munchfeld.
Munchfeld, yeah.
Munchfeld.
Genau.
Right? Did I say it right? Munchfeld? Munchfeld.
Why do you say U?
Munchfeld. Munchfeld. Munchfeld.
You sound like a U. It's not a U. In German, it's
Munchfeld.
It's
Munchfeld.
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 Fucking calm yourself.
I'm saying it same as you in my head. Ooh. Sorry, I just dropped my water bottle. For our audio listeners.
So now we're also eating because we're high. But,
yeah, I hope you can't hear me chew.
I don't care. It's also ASMR. Friends, you're so fucking lucky with us.
No, I fucking hate that sound.
No.
If I'm listening to a podcast and someone's eating, I'll turn it off.
Yeah, I hate the sound of people chewing. Yeah.
Hearing the sound of people chew.
I don't think it's worse than seeing people eating with their mouth.
I used to get in fights with my brother because he chewed with his mouth open. And I was like, shut the fuck up.
You are always so nice to other people. Like, you don't get in fights with everyone for every fucking thing.
No, me and my brother fought a lot when we grew up.
You told that straight up to your brother. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, no, yeah, I was so mean to him when we were kids. Like, I later on I apologized to him for it, because I was so mean to him when we were kids. I don't know why.
Because you were jealous.
I have a lot of guilt.
Are you an empath?
Anyway, I'm an empath. Yeah, we're just making jokes. joke, guys.
It's oh God, you guys are so sensitive. Like, this got told to me. God, you take everything too much seriously. You are so sensitive.
Me.
No, that's what somebody told me in October. He told me that I'm too sensitive. I don't fucking care about anything.
I know some sensitive people, like, they get offended by everything.
I was so worried you were about to say the name. Back home, me and my friends have a code name for a girl that we don't really like because we were friends. And then I started flirting with a guy that apparently I keep doing this to my friends. I'm awful. But I was flirting with this guy that she had a platonic crush on.
Did they ever do anything?
No, they were just friends, and he hated her so much. And he told me and not her. And when we were at this party all together, me and him would talk, and she would just go and hug him in front of me while he was flirting with me. And I asked him for coffee, and never fucking replied to that text. And then he started coming up with excuses, and I was just like, dude, I found you cute. I wanted to get to know you. It's not that deep.
Yeah, what?
But yeah, mostly they have their pre-cortex less developed.
The prefrontal cortex has not developed.
Yeah.
Frontal lobe?
Yeah.
The frontal lobe has not developed.
No, but prefrontal cortex is actually...
It's the frontal lobe.
Right. I don't know.
I think so.
Are they?
I think the prefrontal cortex is... Okay, one of them is within the other, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Or it could be the same thing. Cortex to me just seems bigger than a lobe. So I think the lobe is inside the cortex.
The cortex...
Lobe.
No.
Prefrontal.
Yeah, because I cannot say it.
Prefrontal cortex.
That. The Italian is flipped.
How say it in Italian?
Corteccia prefrontale.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. That's so American of you. It's a specific part inside of the frontal lobe.
It's inside the lobe. The cortex is inside the lobe. Oh my god, so I was wrong.
Yeah, it was flipped. But you said it. One thing is in the other, so.
One thing is in the other, but to me, I think of the word, like, when I think of the word cortex, I think of something that would be bigger than something called a lobe. Does that make any sense to you?
Yeah. It does make sense to me. Because I actually understand what you said.
Yeah.
But
the
way you said lobe.
Lobe.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, you sounded very... Every time you pronounce something very, like, weirdly from your normal tone, I think you're just moving to the Midwest, which is something you will really hate, I think.
The Midwest?
Yeah. You don't seem fond of the Midwest.
There's just a lot of cornfields there. It's very flat. And a lot of prairie grass. And a lot of nothing. Whole lot of nothing.
Okay.
But
Go
they
ahead.
do have some cities. I don't know if they would be fun to live in.
Which cities?
Kansas City. I don't know. Oklahoma has a city. I've never been to
Oklahoma City?
Oklahoma City.
I don't. Is that right?
St. Louis. Is that the Midwest? Oh my god.
Okay.
Sorry, I just died.
You cannot do that. You cannot leave me here alone. You said there are pretty good cities to live in.
No, I said I don't know if they're any good to live in.
Oh, okay.
I've never been. I've really never been to the Midwest. I've been to Ohio and like Indiana, and I've been to like a small part of Tennessee. I've been to Wyoming. I've been to
Fuck is Wyoming. I keep
Colorado, Montana. That's also not the Midwest.
Yeah, no, the Midwest.
I've been to Texas. That's not the Midwest. I've never been to the Midwest. Did he say something?
Yeah. Are we
Yes,
surprised?
but I'm going to bed soon.
Are we surprised?
I honestly am kind of glad because I'm pretty high and I'm not good at meeting people. Period. But even worse when I'm high. I just get like with new people. Like I know you've told me a lot about him, but I still haven't ever met him. And it's like we've been talking about me meeting him for so long that I'm so high that I would get so in my head.
Yeah, because it's months that people keep telling you should meet this guy.
Yeah. Like since last semester, people have been like, "How have you not met him?" And people would talk about him like I knew him, and I was like, "I've never met him."
The funniest part is that why everyone wants you to meet another American. Why everyone is so eager to
I know.
have you interact.
It's like I've met plenty Americans. I don't need to meet another one.
So, back to the Midwest. Minnesota.
I've heard Kansas City is kind of cool.
Yeah. Also, I didn't think...
Minnesota is not the Midwest. That's too far north.
No.
Right?
It's Minnesota.
Oh. But it's...
Iowa. Missouri.
Yeah, see, Kansas City.
I didn't...
St. Louis. Okay, I got that one too. Okay, so I've been to the Midwest because I've been to Ohio. I've been to Indiana. I've been to the Chicago airport.
But you were not in Chicago?
Yeah, no, and I haven't been up here. I've never been to Wisconsin.
Today, one of my best friends back home called me because we haven't spoken in a long time. So she updated me. I updated her. It was real good conversation. I missed her a lot, but then I updated her on my mental health situation.
Mm-hmm.
And first of all, I'm remaking her steps. Like, I'm following her path. Because 3 years ago, she got with her boyfriend that was sleeping with another friend of ours in our group of friends. And
they ended up dating.
Yeah, my best friend and her boyfriend. But this other friend was very close with my best friend. And now they don't speak anymore.
I have an opinion on this.
I want to hear your opinion.
Like, if I was hooking up with someone, if I was seeing a guy, but we were never dating or anything, and we were just hooking up, or we were just, like, kind of talking. Mm-hmm. And then he stopped talking to me, but then the next girl, eventually... I don't know. I don't know. If the next girl, if he starts, like, fully dating her, and he was never fully dating me, like, good for them. Like, I don't care at that point. Like, he obviously didn't want to be with me, and it worked out for them. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Because I also, as I'm saying this, I do understand the other point of view when... A guy starts dating a girl right after you, like, seriously dating. Yeah, no. I mean, like, seriously dating.
Yeah,
like,
no, but
then
I think it's like worse when it's your friend, though. Because you feel kind of betrayed, but you're not because you just were hooking up with him.
But is it like yeah, because then you have to see it.
If you're just hooking up and...
Yeah, if you're just hooking up.
And you hooked up
3
times, max.
Also, I am a serial dater, so I
don't often
start hooking up with someone if I'm not gonna be, like, in a relationship with them.
No. Couldn't be me. Those are my commitment issues. Like, I keep saying I don't have any, but I have. Because I'm, like, I try to fly close to the sun, but not so close to the sun. So I want the whole dating experience, getting to know you very well, whatever. We can have the whole dating part. I could be with you for a couple of months or whatever, and then I will feel that you're asphyxiating me, and I just run. Been there, done that multiple times.
Yeah.
But most of the times I do it because I realize the red flags in front of my
Yeah.
face, and I just cut it off. Also, it's fucking annoying because we both were in relationship with people being our worst fucking nightmare.
Yeah.
And we just let them do it for a long time, and then someday we just woke up and we're like, okay, that's my cue. See you never. And recently I've been speaking with a lot of my friends, and they look at me and they're like, oh my god, you're so radiant, you look so nice, you keep smiling a lot, you look very good.
Yeah.
And the last time they told me that was when I broke up with my ex-boyfriend.
I didn't like the way he acted, so I'm not gonna write off that he's not a bad guy. But he seems to make you happy. I can't say that I like him though before I've ever met him.
No, but the weird thing is that we get every time
He's earning points.
so close to me introducing you to him.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you yesterday had come to the library just to pretend to fucking study,
I didn't want to get in the middle.
could have been there for just 15 minutes pretending to do shit and then be like, okay, I forgot to feed Noodle. Bye.
Yeah, I
You
genuinely
haven't never
didn't want
seen
to
him.
get involved though. Like I didn't know if you guys were gonna be like at a table in the corner and like studying together.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah, I don't want to be there for that.
I thought I introduced you guys. I keep fucking forgetting to ask him what the fuck happened on Thursday.
Yeah, you should ask him because I would like to know his perspective.
POV.
Yeah, his POV. Who did you introduce him to? Not me. But I have severe ADHD. Maybe we can rent a microphone.
Then it will mean that we have to be super fucking high all the fucking time. Because we can have it for a limited period of time. That wouldn't be great for our health.
No,
My
I can't
God.
handle that anymore. I used to be able to. I told you.
Yeah.
I smoked every
Which
single
is-
day. And
which
now
is
I'm
insane.
like, that probably affected my mental health negatively.
You think you are addicted to it?
No, I never thought I was addicted to it because if I didn't want to smoke, like if I couldn't smoke for something one day, I'd be totally fine. Like, but I was just like bored and had nothing else to do and lived alone and would just go to class and like all my friends smoked a lot, like even more than I did. Well, they did when we were friends. We're still friends. I just don't hear from them as much anymore, and it's sad.
I know.
And we try to like reach out, but we have a time difference, a lot of time difference, and we'll text every once in a while, but like we don't call like we used to.
So I cannot think about time differences right now. I will just go crazy because I don't want to think about.
But but that's what I mean. Like that's like, yeah, like don't think about it. But it's
It
hard.
was
Like
just
it's
so
hard to
fucking
keep.
hard to call you on Christmas break.
It's noon for them when it's 6 p.m. here. Basically.
Yeah. Oh my
So-
god, this is so much easier. I always had to put the numbers in my head and do the subtractions and stuff.
Yeah. So it's hard to just keep in contact and.
Yeah, but I feel that's like normal. You're in another continent.
Yeah.
I don't even
There's people
call-
I talk to like every day though before
Yeah,
I
but
left.
that's normal. I don't even talk with my parents every day, and they are.
Well, I don't talk to my parents every day.
6 hours by car.
With my
apart.
friends, like.
Yeah, but I haven't talked with my best friends on the phone we don't call since February. I've been in Italy 2 times, but I saw her for like, 3 hours, 4 hours. And the
Yeah.
last time I saw her, I thought I was dying. Because I got my period, and it was the day I got like the ring.
Mm.
So I had to go out to see some friends for work purposes. And then I'm there and I'm fine. I drink some drinks. Then I have to go play poker with other friends, so I leave. And while I was going to the car, I start feeling so intense cramps. Then I put myself in the car, I drove. I had to stop a couple of times because I was throwing up in the middle of the street.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm sorry. Trigger warning.
Vomit. Vomit warning.
No, but...
Do you think it had something to do with the ring?
No, I didn't. I hadn't put it in because my mom got it for me in the morning and it left, like...
Oh,
I
so
stayed out all day.
Oh, God, yeah.
And I went to her house and I started feeling even sicker. I couldn't stand. I couldn't walk. One of them, like, her boyfriend was going to pick both of our cars, and because I couldn't drive, couldn't even stand.
Yeah.
So my best friend had to drive me home, and they thought I was drunk, but I was just in pain.
Yeah.
And she was like, "It's not normal that you have so much pain when you have your period." I was like, I know, but I cannot do anything about it. One friend was carrying me middle of the street, and then we had to make 2 cars because one friend was driving my car with me in it, and the 2 guys that came with us will just drive in the other car, making sure I wasn't dying in the middle of the street.
Yeah.
I love my friends. They take care of me, always. But I think I have, like... you're going to listen to this, and you cannot... I know you will because you're a little bitch, but you cannot tell Diego I told this. Because me and her boyfriend have, like, a love-hate relationship. And me and him would bicker. But every time I got super drunk, it would be the only person to make me stop. Because it would poke me so much that I would get sober.
Does that work?
Yeah, because he tells me, you're stupid. Why did you do this to yourself again? What the fuck is wrong with you? Whatever. And he always drives me home.
Uh-oh.
And he loves his car more than I think he loves anyone in the world. And I've been in his car.
A car guy.
Drunk as fuck. Yeah. Car guy, yeah. My friends are really into cars, now that I think about it. But none of them drives a Motorino.
Why? Well, how could they?
We don't do that if you don't live in big ass city with a lot of traffic.
That's true.
But also,
I want a Motorino. I want a Motorino so bad, but I know I would be like scared on it. Like it would scare the shit out of me. And that's another thing my mom made me scared of was dying on a Motorino. Well, she actually called it a scooter, so I thought she was talking about the e-scooters. But she was like, "There's so many scooter accidents." She works at like a study abroad company, so she was like, "We hear so much about kids getting into scooter accidents," and I was like, "Oh shit, the Lime, like not the limes here." I was like, wow, they must be really dangerous. She was telling me there's a lot of like accidents with kids like falling off or getting really hurt on the Motorinos, and now I'm scared to drive a Motorino, but it would make life a lot easier.
But you cannot drive a 50. I know that this will not make sense to you.
50cc.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. I looked it up. I do want a Motorino. I looked it up.
Sarah, you're not getting a Motorino for your 16th birthday.
I'm turning 16.
I don't fucking care. Funny thing about Germany, you can get banned from using e-scooters if you're drunk on them.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can get pulled over and fined a good amount of money if you are pulled over driving drunk on an e-scooter, and you have to go to court.
Something I don't get, and to me would be very interesting, is Americans being annoyed by jury duty. I'm sorry, sometimes I think about this.
Do you have to go to jury duty?
We don't have jury duty. If they're not open for public, most of them are not. You cannot even go into court to listen to the cases. You know how many times I would fucking go to court and live my little true crime moments?
Yeah. Well, you can in the U.S. In Germany, they elect the jury. Like, the jury are, like, elected people.
We don't have people of the jury. We don't have that.
You don't have a jury at all?
We have a jury, but they are judges and lawyers that have a degree in law.
They are the jury? There's no one else that's, like, putting in an opinion? See, that makes more sense. And I think elected jury makes more sense too, because they have a background and they like, but I don't know, it's supposed to be like unbiased. Because there have to be people that don't know anything about the case, don't know them. Like, you're not supposed to like talk to the people. Like, when you're on jury duty, you can't talk to the people involved. Like, you have to be like totally unbiased. Like,
but then if it's a multiple day hearing,
it's not usually. It's not. I don't think. I've never had to go because I think it's like when you're like 27 or something. But I actually have no idea when it is. But like one day you get a mail and they're like, yeah, you're old enough to go to jury duty. And
it would be so interesting to me. I would love to. I would listen
but it's usually,
to the stories.
It's not like high profile. It's not like big. It's not like interesting cases. It's like somebody's like traffic violation or like
Judge
it's like boring stuff.
Frank thing.
Yeah. Or
no,
like
I don't want to do that. I want to go to hearings with people.
I don't know. Tax fraud might be something bigger. I don't know. Like I've never
whatever.
Have you ever been to court? Well, I guess not American court.
No, I've been to court not because I committed any felony. I wasn't in jail, but we had an exchange with German school from Baden-Württemberg, and one of the activities of the week that we were hosting now was like we got lucky and one of our professors had a contact into the courthouse, whatever. And
you like sat in on it?
Yeah, and it was like very interesting because at some point there were brought people for tax fraud. One of the people that was tax frauding had a fight with someone else, and he was a witness in this thing, and he also knew somehow about the tax fraud, and like they made him testify, and it was so interesting. And we were, me and my friends were like, okay, gossip, because it was close to my hometown. Yeah. And we were so like, and the Germans were so bored because it was all in Italian, and you would see us like being super into the conversation and be like, did he do it? Oh my god, what did he saw? And then this poor guy was like asked questions, but it couldn't remember because our law is so slow that it was like 5 years before. It was like, do I need a lawyer? And the juror was so pissed at him. It was like, you're just testifying. You don't need a lawyer. And when they tell you that, you definitely need a lawyer. They tell you don't bring your lawyer, you bring your lawyer. And also in Italy, if it's not a big case, they don't say all rise, the judge is coming.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If it's like not important ones, they don't say it.
Interesting. I think they always do that, but it's like once the judge is already there, and they just say all rise, and then it starts.
They don't even do that in church. What's wrong with
it's a little like weird and like cold. It's definitely culty. It's so culty actually. Like lawyers, legalities, that whole world. Like it's a cult. It's definitely a cult.
It has to be.
They make TV shows about it. Of course it's a cult.
Have you watched Scandal?
No. I watched Better Call Saul. And Breaking Bad. I love Breaking Bad.
I love Breaking Bad. But
Better Call Saul too. It's more like lawyer focused. Yeah, they make a lot of lawyer shows. So
I want to watch it. Better Call Saul because my brother has been like biting off my ear for so fucking long.
Oh yeah, you have to watch it.
But
I will too.
I have to rewatch Breaking Bad because I have to regain the context. Not if I'm not high.
Better Call Saul, I think, was better
than Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Breaking Bad is
like
a
different vibe. It is like Breaking Bad's really good, but it like takes longer.
No.
It's a lot of like that you have to get through, and it's more violent. I mean, I guess Better Call Saul is pretty violent too, but Breaking Bad I think is more violent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's longer. Like Better Call Saul is more like compacted. Not more happening. Like there was a lot happening in Breaking Bad.
Oh yeah, and they
A lot going
change
on.
plots every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
And not fucking
Yeah, you can't really
it.
follow it. It's hard to follow. So I think Better Call Saul is easier to follow.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a lot of like flashbacks, but they make it really obvious because they do it in black and white.
Okay.
So and they'll flash back to Breaking Bad, and it is better when you know the context because I mean you probably will remember though, but it is better if you know the context because they do flashbacks and like characters are the same and like other characters you haven't seen in a while kind of thing, but I don't know. I just liked it better. I don't know.
And something that triggered me, because I watched Breaking Bad like when I was pretty young. Can you believe that the guy, the fucking, what's his name? Eisenhower.
Walter White.
Whatever. What the fuck is his name? I'm sorry, guys.
But it's not Eisenhower. And now I'm blanking on it too. It's not
You
No,
know Walter White. Can you believe it's the dad
Heisenberg. That's what it is. I was like thinking in my head Heidelberg. I was like, they definitely didn't call him Heidelberg. Heisenberg.
Oh, Eisenhower is the fucking same thing.
Basically, German names. Oppenheimer.
Oh, it's so good.
It was really good.
It's very good. I like
But
it. Big ass
there was
crush on Cillian Murphy.
actual
Proof?
Heidelberg in there.
Oh yeah.
Heisenberg.
Heisenberg.
The real Heisenberg. And I was like, oh. Like from Breaking Bad.
But this guy, can you believe he's the dad from that Malcolm in the Middle?
Cillian Murphy?
No, Cillian Murphy.
Oh,
him. The Walter White guy.
Yeah.
Can you believe that?
He was in other things too, and every time I see him in another movie, I'm like, it's Walter White. What is he doing here?
No,
Bryan Cranston.
I keep calling him the dad from Malcolm in the Middle. And for the longest time, I thought that the actor of Malcolm...
I never really watched Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah.
Marco in the Middle.
Marco.
I've never watched Malcolm in the Middle. I did watch some episodes, but I had a huge crush on him when I was a kid.
But
Huge crush on Malcolm. I just saw him. He was on TV. Like I never watched the show. I don't know why I didn't watch the show. I had a huge crush on that actor, whoever he was, when I was a kid. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I feel like that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. But that's me being dumb. For the longest time, I thought that Malcolm in the Middle, the actor, and Mac Miller were the same person.
They kind of look alike.
So it was like,
he kind of looks like young Mac Miller. Oh my god.
And I was like, wait, when did Malcolm in the Middle die?
I had said. Oh no. Rip Mac. I love Mac.
Yeah, and I love him too. But I never had a crush on him because of his forehead. Dude, this is an autobahn. They freaking have big foreheads. What's wrong with them? They're genetically mutated.
Who?
All
of them?
Look at their foreheads.
What? Maybe it was just that picture. Okay, now that's freaky. Wait, yeah, what the fuck? Is it just my phone?
No. I think they have huge foreheads. But when I was a kid, I was in love with Ned surviving.
Oh,
I loved him.
Yeah, me too. I had a crush on Ned too.
It was so
Ned's
hot.
declassified school survival guide, and everything worked out for him.
To everyone that
I just keep
saying
getting rice
to
stuck in my
Sarah
throat.
that she cannot cook, fuck yourself. She fits me every single time I don't want to cook. Fake dish. And you cannot say fake to dish to me because you will never hear this. So, fake dish.
Fake dish.
Why would I keep saying fake dish on Thursday? Why I keep saying
I don't know. We were driving you home and you were like, fake dish, fake dish. Oh no, it was because I said that you didn't introduce me.
And you keep saying
so, and then every time. No, I said that once and it was a joke.
Yeah. And then I cried because of that.
Like, I've never met this guy, and I was like, does he even exist? Like, as a joke over text. And I guess
I swear it does.
the sarcasm didn't come across.
No, I was just drunk and emotional. And
yeah, so
mad.
that's why you were saying fictish. But, no, we wanted to bring you home. Like, it was, and also was being a little weird, so.
He was so fucking touchy.
Yeah, he was being very touchy, and he was, like, hanging onto the car. Like, we already had you in the car, and he was, like, still, like, continuing to ask about you, and I was like, okay, bye. I literally started driving away while he was still hanging onto the side of the car.
Well, he kept asking about me.
I don't know, he just kept talking. We were just like, okay, we have her, like, bye. He just drove right away.
I love that. But he kissed one of my Italian friends that night. And then he came to me.
Like, on the mouth.
Yeah. On the mouth. Then he came to me and he started being weird with me. And I had to use the, I'm sorry, I'm seeing someone.
Do you remember when I called you and you picked up but he was next to you and he was like, hold the hand over the phone, and he was like, he talked to me for a minute.
No.
Yeah. So I was on the phone with you and we were telling you that we were going to come back to the TMS because you said he was there. And we were like, we have to go back, circle around, meet this guy. So, we circled around and I was on the phone with you the whole time. And he was like, give me the phone, blah, blah, blah. And then he was just like, I honestly don't even really remember what he said. But he was like, Sarah, I know you. I have Francesca. She's looking for her boyfriend. And I was like, yeah, is he there? He better be there because I want to meet him. Is he there? And then he was like, no.
And I kept saying to him,
give me just pulled up and you were there.
I remember this because I kept saying to him, give me my phone because I need to check where the fuck he went. Why he's not here with me. I kept saying that a lot. Oh my god, I'm so clingy when I'm drunk. I'm sorry.
No, I mean, he disappeared. I don't know why he didn't wait for you to leave. Like, why didn't he walk back with you? He's going the same way.
No, it's not. He lives on the other way.
Oh. He could have walked you home.
Thinking back, it was a good call from him because I had to go to the hospital the next day.
Right, yeah. Not for her.
I'm fine, people. I'm fine. Nothing happened to me. Just being a good friend and speaking German. The first thing I said when I entered the hospital was like, sprechen Sie Englisch? I was so done. I was like, I'm sorry. I cannot think about the words I need to use right now to go to my friend.
Whenever I'm in a stressful situation, all my German goes out the window. And I think that would be the best time to have to be able to use it and to remember it. But if I'm, like, stressed out about something, it could be something small. I don't remember German. I don't speak any German. But I also want to make sure that I get my point across. Like, if I speak in, like, broken German, like, really bad German, and they, like, can't understand what I'm even trying to say, and they could just understand English, like, then it's just easier to just speak it in English. Or maybe I'm just lazy. Lazy with my German.
No, you're not. You practice a lot.
I try, because I actually do want to learn it.
Just to prove a point or because you want to learn it?
A little bit of both. Hello to our listeners. This is Sarah from the future. Our first 2 episodes, we did not record an outro. We just got tired, so we stopped recording. So please bear with that. The next couple episodes, we actually do say goodbye. And they become a little more structured from here on out. So just stick with us, and I hope you're enjoying our content. Thanks for listening. Bye.